This is Makara. She is our 1986 Celestial 48 cutter rig. And today we're gonna give you a full tour, walk you all around the boat, show you the projects that we have completed and what's still to do. For her underbody here, she has a fully encapsulated long fin keel and a skeg hung rudder. On her propeller, it is a 3-blade bronze prop, just a fixed prop. There is a small chip in her prop. Coming up on decks here, we'll have a look at the top sides.
One of the things we always forget about is showing you around the boat, because we get so carried away with doing projects and we don't remember to show you what the boat looks like and what we've done to the boat. So we're going to do that today. This is a Celestial 48 and it is a pretty sought after boat amongst cruisers that are looking for solid, larger boats. They're not as well known and there's not as many of them around, and that's why they're pretty sought after to find these boats. It's a medium displacement boat, it's a beautiful solid boat, and we're going to give you a little look around. The boat has new 2015 rigging which is oversized and it's all mechanical fittings, which is one of the things we look for in a cruising boat. Is these high mod fittings make it a lot easier to do re-rigs yourself. This rigging is in great shape, it's a little oversized, and this is a cutter rig. That's why we have the staysail right up here as well.
So with Makara up on the hard now, obviously we have the sails packed and stored away. We do have a pretty good sail inventory. We've actually pared it down from what was originally on the boat to make it be more practical for cruising. So up for the head sail, we have 2 different head sails. One is a light air 140% Genoa, and then we have like a heavier working jib that's a high cut Yankee jib that's good for heavier weather. Have a really nice staysail, and we also have a storm head sail. We do have running backstays on here to go along with the staysail. They are Dyneema running backstays. At the moment they're just lashed off forward here to a shroud, but they run aft. We have a pad on the back and a block and tackle that they hook up to.
In addition to those head sails, we have this beautiful, brand new, really heavy duty offshore mainsail. This sail is amazing. It is really heavy duty. It is triple reefed. It is triple stitched as well. And this sail is not going anywhere. We do also have a storm trysail that could be used here if you wanted to take the main down in really bad conditions. 3 self-tailing winches, all Lumar 40 winches that are here, and all in great working order. A low stretch Stayset X halyards, they're all internal halyards here, and we do have additional blocks for it. We've got a spinnaker here and an additional shiv up in the head of the mast as well.
On the bow, Makara has a 33 kilo Rockna and a 20 kilo Bruce as a secondary anchor. She also has a newly installed Simpson Lawrence high-speed manual windlass.
Down here under the floor, this is actually where our chain runs back to. From the bow, the chain is fed back by a large PVC tube all the way back here. We love that because it gets all of that weight far back and low down, so you don't have a bunch of weight high up in the bow. We have about 300 feet of 3/8 high test chain on here. Up forward here, this is one of 2 brand new Lumar hatches. The second one is in the aft, yet to be installed, and we'll show you that in a minute.
This hatch here we replaced as well. This is actually the original hatches. We went with the Atkins and Hoyle, which are a lot more expensive. So we went with that for this one here. And there is a few more that are still needing some work done. Most of the leaks are taken care of. We need to probably rebed a couple more and put a couple in for refurbishment and get some new hardware for them.
This hatch back here is the one that needs replacing. We do have that new one down below.
One of the other things we look for in a cruising boat is the Teak Decks. The Teak Decks, they're kind of a good and a bad. They look really pretty, they do add a really nice touch to boats. Unfortunately, there can be a lot of problems with Teak Decks. One of the good things about the build on these Celestials is this Teak Deck is very thick. When we took our core sample here from the windlass, I believe that teak was around about 13/16, so well over half an inch there of teak. And it was not rotten, there's a lot of teak still to wear. It is something in the future you could either replace, because there is a lot of spots where there is some cracking on the teak, but constant maintenance and caulking and plugging the holes will get you a lot more use out of it here. We haven't had any issues with any soft spots or anything like that on the deck. So that is good. It's just a toss up there on whether you like teak or not, and if you want to deal with the maintenance. It really adds a nice touch to boats. The Teak Decks here have been recorked in the last number of years, and you can see also these bungs have been replaced. There's still a lot that need to be replaced on board here. A lot of that's just epoxy wood flour mix to fill these up. Over here we've got a plug that is not in the teak right now, and that just goes to show the constant upkeep that you do need to do on the boats. So far we do not have any soft spots or any moisture that's getting into the hull, which is really what you want to look for in a boat.
Moving back, this is our nice hard Dodger top, which is awesome and we love. On top of it, there are 2 solar panels. We have roughly 320 watts of solar, I believe, between the 2 panels. And then the other really cool thing about this hardtop Dodger is it has a rain catchment system. A hose just hooks up to this little spigot and you can fill a jerry can. Up here is a wind generator. It's the Air Breeze. While wind generators aren't as efficient as solar, they do provide a good constant source of power when you're underway, at night, on passage, or something like that. Attention please, ship's bell.
In the cockpit, the main sheet is controlled by a 6-part purchase block and tackle and a traveler just behind the helm.
Here in the cockpit we have 2 sets of winches. We have the primary winches, which are Lumar 55 self-tailers. And we also have some Lumar 40 self-tailers for the staysail. Here in the cockpit on the cabin top, we also have another Lumar 40 self-tailing winch. There is a nice little fairlead pass-through and a block at the base of the mast if you wanted to run halyards back here. At the helm, we have an Edson pedestal and a Danforth compass. This is our instrument engine panel. The engine currently has about 6,700 hours on it. However, it has had the top end recently rebuilt within the last 4 to 5 years, and valve service, things like that, regular maintenance, definitely kept up on. Our only instruments here in the cockpit are our depth and speed log here. It's a Raymarine, the depth sounder works, the speed log works. It's a great little unit.
That's all for our tour on deck. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please remember to give us a thumbs up and share this link with your friends. Also, make sure you're subscribed and click the bell to get notified of new episodes. Up next, we'll be continuing with an interior tour. Until next time.